Okay, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this about tracking people. But what I'm about to read to you about is about sex offenders. But I'm going to get into it in a minute because this all ties into Bible prophecy. Okay, something Hemdeck GPS planned later plan to monitor sex offenders with GPS tracking. This unite won't prevent sex crimes group who works with ex-con says a group that works with sex offenders after they release from prison is asking permission from leaders. Tim has planned to the province 14,000 sex offenders with GPS tracking unit. Then it goes on, but listen to this here. Okay, where is it? Yeah. That's primarily because of the sheer number of sex offenders in Ontario said. No, not there, not there. Where was it? Trying to. They're trying to say that this is going to prevent. But I'm trying to find that thing about California or something. Okay, wait. Where they will be able to. Okay, wait. And look, it goes on. Canada leader who was kidnapped and held in the backyard of a plot rapist in California for 18 years. The GPS, okay, right here. The GPS until would have just shown that he was at home the whole time, she added. Okay, what are they trying to say? Okay, look, Ottawa, it says it right there. They're trying to say if you have a GPS connected to these people, that so if something happens, we'll know it was them. No, no. Just because that person is a sex offender, because suppose that person cleans up his life, he gets saved, and he's no longer like that. He's saved, and he goes out, and something happens while he's out. They're gonna say, and okay, put it this way: he goes out, okay, with the GPS thing around him, whatever it is, and he doesn't even know nothing at all what's going on. He's in the place at the wrong time. While he's out, a girl gets raped. And say, you were at this place at this time, and at this place at this time, this is where this girl got raped, so you did it. And the girl is probably not going to remember the guy's face because she's going to be in so much drama and everything. That's why these things will not work. It's going to go on. This we'll be able to this is a good thing to track people, so that we can know where they're. If people get kidnapped, we'll be able to spot them right away from a satellite from space. We'll know exactly where they're hidden. Like they're making it all sound logical, ladies and gentlemen. Because even banks want to get rid of cash. Governments want to get rid of cash. Law enforcement agencies want to get rid of cash. So many businesses want to get rid of cash. And we are already being tracked, believe it or not. Each person that has a credit card, debit card, whatever. Each time you use that, because it's electronic, you're leaving an electronic breadcrumb trail. They know what you bought, at what time you bought it, where you were when you bought it, and everything. That's why we get a bill in the mail from the bank every week or every month or whatever it is. Tells us where we were, what we bought, blah 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 blah. But they just see when I would withdraw. So we are being studied, watched, and tracked and monitored daily. Because there's this organization in Echelon. They've divided the world up. They're absolutely listening to everything. And this place, Echelon, is so old. But what it is, it's a spying, it's a global surveillance system. We are all tapped into this system. So we need it to track terrorists, We needed to track criminals, drug lords, so we're all tapped in because we don't know who's the criminal and who's not. Every telephone conversation is listened to and recorded. They do about what? Is it 3 billion? Or is it 7? Telephone conversations, emails, faxes daily, no matter the language, it's all translated, and they're looking for keywords. Now they can listen on to your telephone conversation without a warrant, without anything. So, and plus, each cell phone has GPS technology in it. Even when you shut it off, you are being tracked. You are being monitored. When you shut it off, you're actually turning the microphone on to the other people. They hear everything. They know everything. And each picture that you take, whether you take a picture of your girlfriend or whatever, when you take that picture, the government takes it. It's little data. Little brother is little data. Big brother is big government. So they take the picture, not because they have any interest in you, but just in case in the future you become a threat to them, so they will have all the information that they need. This is why, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Like they have a saying, we are the NSA, we read your email so that you don't have to. Like every email is read. You name it. You name it, ladies and gentlemen. We have no more privacy, no more freedoms, no more liberties. They're stripping them from us very, very, very slowly. So I just wanted to tell you guys about this. So this is what's happening. And the Bible says, during the tribulation period, this whole world will be under a total surveillance. Total surveillance population. And we see it today. With all the new technologies. Because they want to go into a biometric society. They actually said that biometrics is the next generation. They want to get rid of cash and to go into biometrics. So whoever's listening to this, no matter what, if it ever comes to your city or town or wherever you live in, do not take it. Biometrics was created by the eugenics, like the same people that sterilized the Jews and the gypsies and killed them. It's dangerous stuff. This is a science. This is a scientific dictatorship by Homeland Security. They said they want to bring in biometrics, the stores, grocery stores, you name it. They want to get rid of cash. They went so far to say that watch out for people that just use cash. They need to be watched on the most. Why? We're using cash. Because they can't track us. So we use a debit card, credit card, they can track us. They know everything about us. They know our lifestyle. They know the foods that we eat. They know where we've been. They know everything. They know more about you than your own wife, girlfriend, mother, dad knows about you. Especially if you're texting your friends or whatever. They know everything about you. Because there's a story about this girl. She was on Facebook. She was like 15 years old or something at the time. I forget. She was 15 something. She was telling all her friends on Facebook that she's in an over relationship. She's going out with a 22-year-old. She's going to meet him at this place. They're going to have a romantic, sexual. They were going to do sexual stuff. So she had sex over age, and she wrote that all on her Facebook page. Her friends saw it, and a couple years later, she went to get an interview to get a job. And what she did not know was the people at that interview, they checked up on her online, because everything you write, like I said, everything that you write is kept and recorded, just in case in the future they want to check up on you. They will have all the data. So they checked up on this girl, and they saw what she wrote, and she ended up not getting the job. She did not get the job. Like, I can go on story after story. Like, there's so many things. Like this other guy in America, he was releasing state secrets to the Russians, He's a former, I don't know if he was a former FBI or I forget what he was. But this is how they caught him. There was a van outside waiting until he went to sleep. And when he went to sleep, they pulled out this device. It's electronic web. It's called electronic web. Electronic device. They pointed it to his house, and they turned on his computer without him knowing. And while they were in the van outside, they were down the street somewhere. While they were in the van outside, they went into the files, got all that information that he had, what he was telling the Russians, and they took it from his. They copied it, and they took it from his computer and transferred it into theirs. That's how he was caught. And when they were done, they shut off his computer, like as if no one was there. And they were not even there. They were just down the street, and they did it that's how they did it. And no one would ever know. Just like if they were to have done that at your office, at your work office, or on your home computer, you would not even have known that the government was checking up on you. And I also heard this too. Whoever says that the government doesn't check up on you from time to time, I bet you $100 that he is a liar. We are being checked up on, ladies and gentlemen. Because many people say, why? If we have nothing to hide. Because these people are control freaks. These people want to know absolutely everything about us. They don't care. And they actually went in the open saying that the biometric is shared commercially. They actually deliver information between different government agencies about us on the biometrics. That's why it's dangerous. It's a tracking grid. A cashless society is a tracking grid. It's absolute control. Because suppose you have no more... Say the biometrics, for some reason, your account is frozen. You can't buy anything. It says access denied. Today, if that happens with your credit card or whatever, or it's not working, you're over withdrawal or whatever, okay, I'll just use cash. But in that kind of situation, you will not be able to use cash. These are the dangers of technologies in our world today. This is significant, according to the book of Revelation. Because you would have thought this was impossible, unless you read the book of Revelation. He causes all, small and great, to receive a mark. A computerized age with the surveillance, computerized technologies, surveillance devices that we have in our very day and age. So that's why I wanted to let you guys be aware of this. This is for real. There's coming biometric. Biometric is you're going to have to do your fingerprints and your palm. Like as if we're criminals. We have to put it on. And the next step will be an eye razor. An eye race. They do your eye. And then they take a picture of your face. Now, you're registered in the computer. Your face, your palm, your fingers, and your eye. So when you go to a grocery store, you don't need money at all because you're already in the database. You're already in there. Now when you go to a store, all you do is you put your hand on the machine. It goes, access accepted. And you get the food. And then very soon your face will be your national ID card. But I think there's a push on the globe right now for every nation to have its citizens numbered with national ID cards. Now when people don't know, that's in that national ID card is RFID technology. So your history will be on this card. But yet it's open to the government. They know they can manipulate it. That can turn into a national identifier. Identify you. No matter they can create false profiles even with the biometrics. It's happened before, ladies and gentlemen. Like this woman, she didn't know nothing because there's this organization, Choice Point, Axion. These people have files on all of our lives. But this girl, she went to jail, and after they found out, oh, we made a mistake, they manipulated it. They had all these files on her. She didn't know anything, and everything they were saying was true. These people knew me. They knew where I lived. They knew what I did with school and everything. It's crazy. That's why I'm saying it's better to stay with cash. But these people are pushing right now to go into a cashless society. Like Switzerland and Sweden is headed toward that direction right now. It's a cashless society. So I just wanted to let you guys be aware of this. So may you share this video with your friends and family. And for us that know Jesus Christ, let's be ready. Because Jesus said, when all these things begin to happen, look up, lift up your heads, for your redemption draws nigh. So look up. The King is coming.